together. You know, what's your father? Oh, my father's such and such. Oh, okay, you a Gadite. You from the tribe of Gad. Or you from the tribe of Simeon. Or you from the tribe of Ephraim. Or you from the tribe of Manasseh. Go over there. Oh, you Judah. You a Negro. Judah. Go over there. Benjamin. West Indian. Okay, you go over there. That's how they did it. That's how they knew. Okay, now, y'all the tribe. Boom, this y'all tribe. Everybody was together. So when they left Egypt, everybody took off together. You know what I mean? It was all mixed up. So now they knew who their fathers were, which now in this society, we don't even know who our damn great-granddad is. Most people walking around can't even tell you who their great-grand. Esau can tell you, the so-called white man. His biblical name Esau. Yeah. He can tell you who his fucking line go all the way back to England. But the Negroes that was in captivity, shit, they can tell you, a lot of them be like, you know what? Hell, a lot of them don't even know who their dad is. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's the situation that we in. A lot of our people don't even know who they dad. Man, I don't know who my dad is. Like, damn, you know, that's, you know what I mean? So then what they do? They go into they go in their mother's name. Jackson. When your daddy was a Brown. You know what I mean? If it's any inheritance, you giving it up. You know what I mean? Just say if your daddy's like your daddy had 4 women and you the oldest son, right? He dealing with 4 different women, but you the oldest son. And he leave and shit. Your mama don't never tell you who your daddy is, right? He has other kids, and you know what I mean? And then them girls name him such and such Brown, Jimmy Brown Jr. But you the oldest. She named you Deron Jackson, and you supposed to be a Brown. So when the man died, if it's any inheritance, she ain't never told you. You supposed to get like I show you. Tell you supposed to get half of what your daddy had, but they don't ever tell you. You know your daddy was this and that. You don't even know. You be missing out. Like if it's any inheritance, you won't even get none. But you supposed to because you the oldest. They tell you that right here, Deuteronomy 21 and 15. If a man have 2 wives, one beloved and one hated. So if he had 2 wives, he loved this one, he hate that one. And they have borne him children, both the beloved and the hated. If the firstborn son be hers that was hated. So if his oldest son, say your mama was the one he didn't like because she always cussing and shit, but he had you, right? It says, then it shall be when he's making his son's inheritance, that the inheritance, that which he have, that he may not make the son of the beloved firstborn before the son of the hated, which is indeed the firstborn. So if he messes with 2 women, he loves this one over here, but he hates this woman because she always running her mouth, but that's your mama, and she had you. 2 years later, he have another baby with her. When he grow up, no matter if he hate her, you his first son, you supposed to get half his inheritance. Then you take care of your other brothers. See, that's how backwards this shit is. Yeah. Man, yeah, like, you know, that's how the backwards this thing is.
That's good. That's real.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's hey, man, that's what it
that's
is,
real,
man.
though.
Hey, they tell us this is a stronghold, man. This white Jesus, man, that's a stronghold.
It's
it's
really the what do you call them, with the swords and stuff, the Crusaders.
Yeah, I remember
the Crusaders and then Illuminati.
You go all the way back.
Crusaders and Illuminati.
The Bakers.
Yeah, if you go somewhere over here, it's got like a sword.
Yeah.
It's got across from the stupa. It's got like a sword and then 2 eagles.
Yeah,
that's Illuminati.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be a church.
The 2-headed eagles.
Yeah,
it's got 2 heads on
2
it.
heads on it.
Yeah.
And the sword. Yeah,
that's the Illuminati. Yeah. That's Masonic Illuminati.
But people just don't know what it is.
Yeah, the 2-headed eagle, man. Yeah. That goes back to the goddess Janus, man.
Yeah.
That 2-headed eagle.
That Illuminati.
Yeah, that's that goddess Janus.
It's everywhere.
Yeah,
it's everywhere.
You see what they just did down by the Capitol building?
Yeah.
You see what they put down there today?
Yeah.
That big old Baphomet. Yeah. That demon thing. Man, hey, man. The Lord finna get ready to bring hell of a judgment on Little Rock.
Yeah, for real.
They put that shit
right
down there.
That's just
shit
wrong.
finna go down in this place, man. And the prophets are out here, man. Like, I preach on this end. We got some more brothers that preach on the other end on Saturday. Two other brothers, I think, they preach. There's two of them. We all used to be together, me and the other brother. But I'm on this end now. But hey, you got prophets in the town preaching, telling you that the destruction is coming. And then they put this shit up. They put that shit up, man. So, hey, man, it's going to be a hell of a judgment on this place, man.
It's going to be judgment of this world. The whole world.
And they putting them statues up everywhere.
I see that.
Those are idols. That's an idol, man. That's like them saying Satan. They saying Satan is their God, man.
Yeah, that's what
they don't believe in the God of the Bible, man. They never have, man.
They don't.
You know what I mean? It's only the Israelites, the true men of Israel, the elect. They are the believers on this side. When the destruction happens, when thermonuclear destruction happens, because you got Trump in office, and it can go down with him in there. Because he already put sanctions on Iran and the sanctions, which Russia did with Iran. Now you're dealing with Russia. So they finna get ready to go to war, World War III. And they gonna shoot them nukes over here and blow this place up. If you are in these scriptures, if you believe, you're a believer, you believe in the Lord and His Son, that name I told you, Yahweh Shai, hey bro, do you believe, you have faith, you can get lifted up when that time comes. Because a lot of people, everybody not meant to stand out here and do what I do.
They not.
Because a lot of people, when you read the scriptures, when the Lord, the disciples were preaching, 3,000-4,000 people believed on His message and they left, went home, they believed. So in the end time, it's gonna be a lot of people not doing what we doing now. They gonna believe, hey bro, I believe what you saying, I really do. And when that time comes, they gonna just disappear and gonna go up and be with the Lord. Like I tell you, hey, you know. So that time is coming. All right, man.
Okay.
Hey, when you get a Bible, read Deuteronomy 28 chapter.
Okay, I got you.
That's the curses and the blessings that the Lord gave us.
Okay.
And we'll talk about it when I see you again. Come. You know? Yeah, man, here in Little Rock, man, they put up a statue of Baphomet, man. It's crazy. Yeah, man, they put that statue up. So, hey, we look for it. Hey, it's gonna be, hey, big judgment is coming to this place, man, in Little Rock. You know, big judgment is coming to this place, man. It says, let me get this scripture. This is Leviticus 26:1. Ye shall make you no idols nor graven images, neither rear you up a standing image. Right? It said rear no up. Hey, that's what they just did on the other end. Now, hey man, hey, did you see that what they did on the other end? Yeah, that big old demon sign. Hey, bro, leave me stuff that start happening in Little Rock that's gonna be unexplained. It's gonna be judgment in this place. That's an idol. That's like them saying we believe in the devil. We don't believe in the Lord. The scripture tell you that's an idol, bro. So you watch, just start watching how much bad stuff happened in Little Rock. It says, you shall not make an idol nor graven image, right? So what they put up on the other end down there by the Capitol, that's an idol, man. Baphomet. You know what I mean?
What's up down there?
You ain't seen it yet?
Where is it?
They brought in a statue of Baphomet.
Oh, I saw it on the news.
Yes, yeah. It's a standing statue down there. And that's an idol. According to the Bible, that's an idol.
Oh yeah.
That's what
the Masons.
Man, I'm telling you, the Masons, they call it the Illuminati, and the Masons, they worship that shit.
I saw the buildings here for the Masons.
Did you see the building? What the brother was just telling me with the store with the two
Pike Hotel.
You got the eagles, two-headed eagles with the sword.
They put big bucks into that stuff, man.
Hey, man, they had told us that building. I don't know if it's true or not. They said back in the day, the gangsters, Albert Pike, them used to transport money from that building to Hot Springs underground. I don't know. It's possible.
Oh, that's possible.
You know, because they got tunnels. America has tunnels built underground.
Well, the Masons are the construction.
Yeah. They got tunnels built. That's like the military. All that's tied in. Like you can go from base to base underground. You don't have to do it from on top.
That's what that new Denver airport is supposed to be all about.
They got like they call it some kind of bullet machine the military got.
Yeah.
They can go underground and dig. I think it's something like it can go 48 miles in 24 hours underground, just moving, making a tunnel.
Yeah.
It's a machine. Like all they got to do is just map out the direction for it to go, and it'll go. So they have these underground tunnels. Because I seen a video where a guy was working for, I don't know if it was, I ain't gonna say the company name, but he was delivering, transporting goods, and he had to actually go through a gate. But when you went in the gate, you went in a mountain, and
there's good stuff on YouTube on that.
So, hey man, this world, man, like it says right here, it says, ye shall make no idols, nor graven images, neither rear you up a standing image, man. That's called a sacred pillar, what they just put up. The Bible says you don't supposed to stand those things up, right? So they stood it up. They even have them in Brazil. You see the picture they got, it says Jesus standing up over Brazil, that.
Yeah.
That's a standing idol. You ain't supposed to put that up.
Oh yeah. Well, look at the Catholic Church. They're nothing but idols.
Exactly. Catholic Church
making men worship them, worship Mary, and
every
Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Baptist, you got the Baptist, Methodist, Pentecostal.
There's over 600 Christian denominations.
They all under Catholic. They all fall under the Roman Catholic. Because Roman Catholic means universal. So they're the top tier. No matter how many you have, your boss is there. It's them. They got, like you said, it's like...
I think the Baptists are under the Catholic.
Man, the Baptists right up under Catholic. Because they preach the same doctrine.
No.
The Baptists don't preach that this is the Lord.
Kind of once saved, always saved.
Because when they sit tight, so it go to... When they gather all that money in them churches, they send it. It goes up the chain. They send it to a bishop. He gets the money. Right?
Goes to Italy.
It's going to make its way to Italy. Hey, man, this world, man, it's about to be over, man.
Oh, I believe that. I think we're I mean, there's still stuff about they talk about Yellowstone.
Mm-hmm. All the earthquakes, the volcanoes, the
nuclear crap with
the earth,
Iran, North Korea.
Yeah, man, that's happening, man. It's finna go down. It says, neither shall you set up any image of stone in your land. Now it says don't set up an image of stone. Now you go over to Mecca. They got a big cobblestone that all them people say they Muslims. They'll kill themselves to try to touch that thing every year. They go in a circle. And when it's done, you got like 10,000 people dead laying in the street. So really, what is that? That's a sacrifice. Because all that goes back to that deity that we speaking about. So all it is a sacrifice for Satan.
Yeah, well,
because that's what it's.
Allah's the moon god.
That's what the cobblestone goes back to Saturn. Man. That's what it goes back to. So all that is a sacrifice, a blood sacrifice. Because when them people go around there, they be like, oh, they go around that circle like 100 times. And they get trampled. And when it's done, trust me, it's like 10,000 people dead. That's a sacrifice.
Yeah, you read about
just
that.
Just like the last 2 weeks of July to the first week of August, they go to the Bohemian Grove in California, out there to the Isle of Moloch in the Bohemian Grove, and they sacrifice little children. Yeah. Like really.
That's what I've heard.
That's where you get that concept of the Euro log from in Christmas. The 2 logs burning. You ever heard of the Euro log? You ever seen at Christmas time on a show they have 2 logs burning like in a chimney?
No, I've never noticed.
Yeah, type in Euro log. That's what that stands for. When they go, they sacrifice those kids, and the parents are actually giving their kids up for that sacrifice.
Kids come out saying that they were raised up for this pedophile network and all this shit.
Man, every kid on the milk carton is not missing. They somewhere getting raped, getting ready to be sacrificed. You know what I mean? And then when they sacrifice them, what they do, I heard they put the parents under like a drug Well, they know it's happening, but they can't freak out. And they had that loud ass music where you don't hear them crying when they throw them in the fire and shit. Man, this dude who was in charge, the men who are in charge of this planet, which are Edomites at this particular kingdom, Esau runs everything. Hey, it's some wicked ass people. And the Lord is getting ready to come back and destroy the whole system with thermonuclear missiles. He's putting it on the minds of these kings of the planet. You see how in politics, how Trump said, okay, we're gonna put sanctions on Iran. In the prophecies, that's who you don't want to fuck with, because Russia has an interest there in China. And what did the EU come around and say? If any of you countries side with America on these sanctions, you're gonna get punished. So now the EU, the whole 27 EU is 27 countries. The NATO and all that. The EU, the 10 common markets.
That was such BS when Obama let them inspect themselves, you know. I mean, what a farce.
But see, he was just here. You know why when he put him as president, his job was to pass laws for the homosexuals. And that's what he did.
Well, here.
And he left.
Check out my little theory on that one. Because it's all along been following this one real government crap, right? And they said from the 80s that in order to do it, they have to take the United States down to third world country. And so my little philosophy on that one is how Obama got in there. He's not even an American citizen, you know? And when he was born in America, is that these great white rich bastards, these big white rich bastards, who better to take the blame for the fall of America than a black man, right?
But that was like you said it. He's I can read it for you. I'm gonna read this. This is Leviticus 19:4. Turn ye not into idols, nor make to yourselves a molten god. I am the Lord your power. So that's what they did, right? So we know that judgment is coming to America, man, because these images are all over Baphomet. Like you said, when they brought Obama in, check this out. This is scriptures, man. This is scriptures on that. Obama, check this out. People at least understand it, they don't know this, but it's talking about.
People are ignorant of God's word. They don't read it, and they're not being discipled.
Check this out. It says, now, the subtitle of this, Deuteronomy 17 and 14, is Choice of a King, choosing your king, right? It says, when thou art come unto a land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, and shall possess it, and shall dwell therein, and shall say, I will set a king over me, like as all the nations that are round about thee, because they had kings, right? Yeah. So we the nation of Israel, right? You know, and it says, thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom thy Lord thy power shall choose one from among thy brethren, shall thy set king over thee. So the Lord said, I'm going to choose one from your nation to set over you as king. King David. King David came out of the line of Judah. He was one of our brethren. Now, you just heard the man say Obama wasn't even born in America. So he ain't our brother, because Obama's father was a...
Look at big sign over in Kenya, birthplace of President Obama.
Yeah, Obama was what you call a Hamite. You know what that is?
Just don't.
I'll show it to you.
They gave $1 billion to the
check this out.
Muslim Brotherhood.
Now, you have Noah had Shem, Ham, and Japheth. 3 sons coming off the ship. Those were the sons of Ham. Mizraim, Cush, Put, and Canaan.
3 students on the ship.
Yeah. Shem had these sons. Out of these sons, you had Israel. Now, it just said we're supposed to set a king over us from our brother, which are on that sign. Obama comes from Kenya, which they're like Ethiopians, that's it, right? Ethiopians.
Right.
Kenyans are East African Ethiopians, right? So he would come out of that line of number 10. Cush, Ethiopians. So he's a Hamite, he's Hamitic, he's one of the real Africans who basically helped sold us into slavery. That's where he come from. If you heard the interview that he did, if you go on to YouTube and type in, Obama says he's not a Negro. That speech he made, he says that he knows the plight or something of Michelle's people. Michelle's people went through slavery, not his. So he was telling you right then that he's not part of our nation. So when you said that, that's what made me get the scripture. It was funny. You know, and even, hey, this man right here, I don't even know this man, but like our own people, you don't even know this shit. You so hung struck on fucking Obama like he's the greatest shit since cheese, and this man right here, I had never met this man, and he know Obama wasn't even American. Come on, man. What's wrong with y'all people, man? It says, thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy power shall choose one from among thy brethren, shall thy set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. So you ain't supposed to set a stranger over you who ain't your brother to be king over you. Right?
Right.
So that whole thing with Obama was a setup. Our people believe in him like, I don't know what the fuck wrong with our people. He was a damn Hamite. The Bible says, do not set a man over you who is not of your brethren. He was a Hamite. He was not part of the Israelite clan. Like I said, if you look at the tape, he would tell you that his white people went into slavery. Why he didn't say his people? He said my white people went into slavery. Exactly, because he ain't a part of the, he not no Negro, he not no Latino, he not no Native. He come out of the African, the Hamite tribe. He's an Ethiopian. Just cause we dark skinned don't mean we the same people. Because you have different nations of people all over the planet.
Oh yeah.
You got the what you call Elam. We call them Persians, the Elamites. You see the East Indians that run the liquor stores. How dark are they? It's some of them darker than that guy just walked up.
Oh yeah.
They dark, way darker.
Oh yeah.
But they ain't our people. They different nations of people. You have 18 nations of people on the whole planet.
You got Mexicans that are whiter than white
But
people.
the Mexicans are part of our people though.
Yeah.
It's part.
I'm just stating, like, my wife was Mexican, and her younger brother was like 6'2".
And you know why?
Red hair, white,
you have Mexicans that are totally light skinned. You know where they come from, right?
Europe.
The conquistadors.
Yeah.
Remember when they came over, destroyed all the Taino Indians and raped all the women? They just came through and did a massacre raping. They planted their seed, and you start having them light skinned, and when you have a boy, when he planted seed again, it's still what the father is. It don't change. And the real Mexicans, if you go down to the Baja, California, down on the southwest side, they got a whole clan of Mexicans that's like his color. They're speaking Spanish, my color.
Oh yeah.
But they don't recognize them in Mexico because they the real Mexicans. And they keep them pushed off in the woods and shit.
Well, look at the Aborigines.
Did you know that?
Look at the Aborigines in Australia too.
Yeah. See these people right here, let me show you.